Morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning. This is your pre-opening comment. It is video number 596, and the lunatics clearly have retaken the asylum. The FANG stocks, all the majors, were substantially higher yesterday, and so we had another lopsided market where the Dow was down, NASDAQ was up, but what was more telling is the quietness of the day. Volume down a little, and just kind of an all-around quiet day, with the exception of GameStop and the new issue, Affirm. So here's what's going on now. It's Thursday, so Thursday is claims day, and they were very disappointing. Initial claims, which looked like they were set to break the 8 handle, turned tail and broke the 9 handle on the way back up, and almost 1 million. 965,000 new claims for unemployment. The continuing claims number was not as dramatic as that, but it also was up 5,271,000 versus 5,072,000. So negative, although the futures really had very little reaction to them. Import prices up 9/10 versus up 7/10 before last month, and export prices gained a little, way out of range though. They were expecting 0.4% and they got 1.1%. So we're pretty much all over the place on some of these numbers, which, truth be told, is fairly typical for the first week or first month of the new year. Excuse me. What is not usual is that this is the busiest start to an IPO grouping of a new year. Today we have Poshmark, which priced at 42, which was above, and Petco, which priced at 18, also above the range. These two will raise 3 and 4 billion market cap, 3 and 4 billion, or equity valuation. We also tomorrow will have by far the biggest IPO, Playtika, Playtika. That comes tomorrow, and I'll have information on that after they price it, probably for the closing comment. And as part of its split personality, the Trump administration has again reversed itself on the delisting of Alibaba, Tencent, and BIDU. So now we are again in the position where we're not banned. So Baba is up about $7.50. Tencent and BIDU, I haven't really looked. BIDU is up a couple of dollars. Overnight, we also had Fed member Clarida saying there will be no rate hikes until we've had 2% inflation for a year. These guys need to get their heads out of, well, let's say the sand, because there's plenty of inflation, and 2% doesn't begin to approach the real number when it comes to grocery shopping or gasoline prices, because of course they use a number which is X gas and food, because who eats or drives? Johnson & Johnson, new COVID vaccine, seems to induce immunity. They're very positive on it, and we'll start to see that rolled out. Twitter, Jack Dorsey says that banning Trump was absolutely appropriate, but it does set a bad precedent. And I've heard 7 or 8 people talking about how this is clearly a corporate decision on a First Amendment issue. So that is a slippery slope. Marriott, I'm not Marriott, I'm sorry. um, let's see, JWN, Nordstrom. Christmas numbers down 22% in their physical stores, online up 23%. Those numbers do not generally match. In-store purchases down 22% is a dramatically bigger number than online sales up 23% because they're really coming from a low starting point for those online sales. So really, they don't match up at all. Europe is up a little, Asia is mixed, gold is down, and oil is down. And the chart on the screen is the gold, and it's concerning to me. And again, I apologize. I should have been able to identify this almost exact same trade at the same level, which was a double top, and in fact a lower top than here or here or here, or the obvious one here at just under 2100. It looks to me, we're not down dramatically here. We are down 15, but it looks to me like we're going to test 1800 again. And the only reason I say that's disturbing is because we have a position in Newmont, which I'll have to close out today at a loss. I already closed out the silver position yesterday. It was the first loss of the year. So, we're basically 7 for 9 in the small account and 11 for 13 in the big account. Okay, so the pre-opening futures. We have the Dow with an implied open of about 104, which is a little bit better than before those numbers came out. And we have the NASDAQ up a big $10, which surprises me because of the BIDU, Tencent, and BABA. BABA is a big piece of the NASDAQ, and the S&Ps are up about 7. So, as I mentioned in last night's note, we seem to have gone into a time warp to days where there were actually 2 digits in the net changes. Okay, one more thing I want to show you here is the oil. We are short the oil here using the SCO, which is the inverse ETF, and the oil is coming down a little. It's down only a quarter now. It has been lower, and it did overnight break yesterday's low. I'll just zoom it in here a little for you. As you can see, we made a new recovery high, closed near the low, rallied up during the night, and we are right on the 5-day MA at 52.66. The low so far for today is 52.50, I believe. Let's just see. Yeah, 52.50. If we break that, the next stop will be 52.10. But when you're in a 2 times leveraged ETF, that actually is a decent move. I think we ultimately could come back down here to 51.5. So there you go. I'll be back later after the close. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when these things are going out. And also a gentle reminder that if you're interested in trading futures, let me know, and I will send you the information on that. Have a good day, folks.